So, one of the big engines at the shed was Gordon. He had a number 4 on his tender, and he was blue, just like Edward. He was very proud. One morning he boasted, "Look out for me this afternoon when I fly through with the express, Edward. It will be a splendid sight for you." Edward didn't care. He'd rather play with the trucks instead. He was getting tired of Gordon's boasting. That day, he went to find some trucks to play with in the yard. He pushed one, and they banged up nicely. "Ow, ow, ow, ow!" they screamed. "Stop it! Stop it!" Edward chuckled. Every time Edward pushed a truck, it would roll into another line, and by the end of the morning, he had bundled up all the trucks into one siding. He reversed into his own siding with some other trucks, and then settled in for a nice snooze. Later that afternoon, Edward was woken up by a whistle. It was Gordon's whistle. He came through very slowly with a long line of dirty trucks instead of nice shiny coaches. "The shame of it! The shame of it! The shame of it!" he grumbled. Edward chuckled and went straight back to sleep. Later that day, Edward was simmering at the station when someone came up to him and said, "Gordon's stuck up a hill. You must come up and push him," he said. "Stuck up a hill, is he?" laughed Edward, and he went off with no refusal. Up on the hill, there was a heated argument going on between Gordon and his driver and fireman, with the addition of some laughing trucks in the background. "Come on, Gordon," said his crew. "You can make an effort, but you're not trying." "It's not my fault," said Gordon angrily. "It's these trucks that keep holding me back." "Gordon, even Thomas can pull 6 trucks up a hill." While they were having the argument, Edward finally arrived and stopped. "Come on, Gordon," laughed Edward. "You really don't want to pull these trucks." He went up to the last truck and biffed it. And with all his strength, he started pushing. He cried. "Come on, Gordon, you can do it," he cried. "We can do it," he cried, and did some extra effort. Gordon started moving too. "We can do it," he said, and he puffed up the hill. They started puffing in unison. "We can do it! We will do it! We can do it! We will do it!" cried Edward. "We can do it!" cried Gordon. And did a last extra effort. They pushed and pushed with all their might, and pushed and puffed, until Gordon finally found himself at the top of the hill. "I've done it! I've done it!" he cried, forgetting all about poor Edward behind. He rushed through the station. Poor Edward was puffed out when he pulled into the station. But his driver and fireman got out and said, "Well done, Edward. You really showed yourself up on the hill today. We'll give you a nice new coat of paint when you get home tonight." That made Edward feel very, very proud.